This security best practice I'm about to tell you is one of the most common and easiest to understand design principles that exist in blockchain development. What are best practices and why should we use them in the first place? So best practices in blockchain development refer to the set of established methods, techniques, and approaches that have been proven to be effective in producing high quality, secure blockchain software. What is the CEI pattern and why it exists? The CEI pattern is designed to prevent reentrancy attacks by structuring smart contract code in a way that ensures that all the external interactions, like calls to other contracts, to be made after all the checks and effects have been completed. Hence the name, check effects interactions. So how can you implement this check effects interaction pattern? The pattern involves separating a contract's logic into three distinct phases: checks, effects, and interactions. Checks need to go first, and these are all the necessary checks to ensure that the contract is in valid state before any state changes are made. For example, you check if the balances of the message.sender is greater than the amount. In the effects phase, you check all the contract state variables and make any state changes. And finally, interactions are all the calls to other contracts. You can see this code is mistaken. It does not align with the check effects interaction pattern. It first checks, it interacts, then the second step, and then it makes an effect. The interaction and the effect should switch its places, and this is where re-entrancy attack is possible. So here on this image you can see how not implementing the check effects interaction pattern can lead to re-entrancy attacks. So contract A checks balance and then sends funds, which is wrong. The interaction should be last. And because it's sending funds to this contract B, the fallback function of the contract B re-enters into the contract A and sends funds again because the balance is not updated because effects are wrong and they should be second instead of third. And that's how the contract B is able to re-enter into the contract A and drain all the funds.